Began, it just seemed like heaven, so I did it. And do you remember back and forth? And we did again after all day long. Do you remember us holding hands in each other's eyes? Stand. Tell me, do you remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember the time when we first met, girl?
In today's video, we're going to be talking about some rare facts about one of Aaliyah's songs. So without further more to say, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your bell post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Happy Vlogmas Day 3. Now starting off, I just want to say that I believe this was posted on November 4th, on the same day of the actual event. There's an Instagram fan page by the name Aaliyah'S who shared this fun fact about Aaliyah. To give you guys a more clear understanding, this video is going to be about Aaliyah doing the cover to one of Marvin Gaye's songs and it being released featuring Slick Rick. Let's just get into the post. Today, November 4th, 1996, Aaliyah's cover of Marvin Gaye's Got to Give It Up is released featuring Slick Rick. Did you know? Most of you probably already knew this, but for those new to the 90s era, Slick Rick was on work release when he recorded his part for the single. What is work release? In prison systems, work release programs allow a prisoner who is sufficiently trusted or can be sufficiently monitored to go outside the prison and work at a place of employment, returning to prison when their shift is complete. I guess I wouldn't know, but I did not know that this was a thing. I did hear that they have jobs inside the work, but I did not know that there was a such thing as them being released to go and work outside the prison. That is insane to me. But let's continue. Slick Rick was arrested for attempted second-degree murder and was released in '97. His collaboration with Aaliyah would help reintroduce Slick Rick to the masses after his extended hiatus, setting the stage for his 1999 comeback album, The Art of Storytelling. Slick Rick was also on tour this year, 2022, and it appears his last show was November 18th in Charlotte, North Carolina, but it has since then been canceled. 17-year-old Aaliyah did a feature with 31-year-old Slick Rick, who was in prison at the time and was arrested for attempted second-degree murder. Attempted second-degree. Can her fun facts get any more creepier? Definitely not, and wasn't suitable for an underage child. I'm gonna definitely stay questioning Diane and Michael's parenting, even Barry's way of being an uncle. But not to mention, they threw Marvin Gaye into the mix. Like, in this caption, she said that most of us would probably know, but I'm the rest of that most who didn't know. Do people really have children to profit off of them, that they're willing to do anything for it? I'm always trying to blame the parents, huh? I do want to say that I don't know if Slick Rick and Aaliyah came together in the studio, but if so, that was far out of line because Slick Rick was on work release and collabing with 17-year-old Aaliyah. Prison. Not even jail, but both horrible. Don't get me wrong, but Got to Give It Up is one of my jams by Aaliyah. For the longest time, I thought that Aaliyah did a cover to the Isley Brothers, but no, it's Marvin Gaye's song. You learn something new every day. So then after he did his part for the song, he had to go right back to jail. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I personally would not let my daughter work with someone who was arrested on a second degree. And I don't care if they weren't in a studio together. I still wouldn't let that happen. That's just a bad look because at the time he was 31, she was 17. That is unacceptable. Now every time I listen to that song, I'm gonna always be reminded of this backstory. A 31-year-old attempted second-degree murderer who was let out on work release to go collab with 17-year-old Aaliyah. God don't like ugly, but some things shouldn't be. Like I said before, that's probably why Aaliyah's music was so successful, and her last album was seen as almost gold. She was collabing with criminals and pedos, you name it. And with all of these backstories, you can definitely tell that Aaliyah's family had everything to do with the business. You could definitely tell she came from a business household. They did not respect her in any way, shape, or form. When you really look at it, it wasn't really respect. Some people see fame and fortune as something good, but what they were putting her through to get to that was very highly disrespectful towards such a young girl. I mean, she went through the crisis with R. Kelly and her being sexually involved with an older man, being married, being pregnant allegedly. She even experienced a divorce with this man at a young age. Like, what 14, 15-year-old or 16-year-old experiences a divorce? What 14-year-old, 15-year-old experiences marriage? Like, I've never heard of it. Even when I was a kid, it wasn't common for me to hear things like that. That's why I was so intrigued when I heard this about Aaliyah, because it was something rare for me personally. I've never known any of my family members to be young and married at all. It's just really uncommon for me. Basically, her whole life was mistreated. I mean, when you really think about it, she didn't have that much of a childhood. Her virginity was taken. Her life was taken for a year or two. Marriage. She experienced an abortion. I feel like she got one. I don't think there's a child that exists, but as a 14, 15-year-old, you should not experience this. Aaliyah was set up in the wrong ways for fame and fortune. There's no reason why she should have experienced singing grown people music, having grown friends. Everyone who was around her were always older. Even the people she collabed with, which is really crazy. She was around older men, half naked. She was married, allegedly pregnant, which I think she was. I think she had an abortion and a divorce. Like, that is a lot. And then she got bashed in the end. And now they're saying that she was working with an attempted second-degree. Like, what is going on? What was going on? I think I recall Aaliyah saying something about how she wanted to be taken seriously, so they went for more mature music. So that kind of explains where that comes from. It was still too mature for her. That's just personally how I feel. I mean, she did make a banger out of all of this, even though it has a bad backstory. But it's very sinister. I mean, she collabed with a criminal, basically. That's the best way I can put it. But being the person Aaliyah was and what we've heard from others, she wasn't judgmental. She was a very nice girl, down to earth, sweet. So it makes sense why she did not judge the situation and not end up collabing with him. I would really like to know how this collab even got started. What made her want to be featured in a song with Slick Rick out of all the artists back then? Why him? But like I said, given the fact that she came off as sweet, she was a sweet girl, she wasn't going to judge anybody. And clearly she did not let backstories shy her away from doing what was best for her career, which is very understandable. It was just a little shocking for me to hear that she was working with a person with such a background. It was really shocking. And it didn't help with hearing that she was only 17, because this was released in 1996. She would have been 17. But anyways, that'll be it for today's video. It's just so many crazy things, fun facts that keep coming out about Aaliyah, and I just have to talk about them. This one wowed me like crazy. I do have more coming, but the good part about this fun fact was that I did not know that Got to Give It Up was Marvin Gaye. I thought it was the Isley Brothers, so that's something I've learned from this. And the worst thing about this fun fact was clearly 17-year-old Aaliyah working with this criminal. But I guess you can't be judgmental. It's not nice at all, so God forgive me. Anyways, happy Vlogmas Day 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Stay crazy.
Do you remember that one night when we fell in love? What we had felt so right, 'cause we had trust. Now it's drowning in our lives. I know we're broken.